welcome to 10 Days of Prayer for 2021. I just want to encourage everybody that we can pray with confidence. In Jeremiah 17 verses 7 to 8, it says, "Blessed is the man who believes and trusts and relies on the Lord, and whose hope and confident expectation is in the Lord. For he will be nourished like a tree planted by the waters that spreads out its roots by the river, and will not fear the heat when it comes, but its leaves will be green and moist, and it will not be anxious or concerned in a year of drought, nor stop bearing fruit." That's a promise. And so wherever we haven't seen answers to prayer yet, maybe from 2020 or even years before that, but we can keep on praying with confident expectation. In the areas maybe we've seen some growth or increase or life, we can thank Jesus for it and continue to believe for the rest with certainty. Again, in Hebrews chapter 13, verses 6 through to 8, it says, "So we take comfort and are encouraged and confidently say that the Lord is my helper in time of need. I will not be afraid. What will man do to me?" Which is a reference to Psalm 118. And it continues to say, "Remember your leaders, for it was they who brought you the word of the Lord. And consider the result of their conduct, for their outcome, their godly lives, and imitate their faith, their conviction that God exists and is the creator and ruler of all things, the provider of eternal salvation through Christ." And Jesus, it says, Jesus is always the same, yesterday, today, and forever. So sometimes praying with confidence and faith, we need to remember the stories from people in the Bible, the story of Jesus followers from our time, or listen to testimonies from people around us of how God's been really good to them and has been working in their lives to build that confidence and faith. It's one of my favorite things when Pastor Carl and Cheryl retell stories of when they first moved into this building at 220 Adelaide Street North. When they first moved, not everyone could see the vision or was fully on board, but they continued to believe God with confidence, His word. And 30 years later, here we are in this building. And in a couple of months, we're going to be moving again as a church. Maybe not knowing exactly, having a clear picture of what the journey will look like, but continuing to move forward with confidence because we know that the kingdom of God is advancing and we are believing for tremendous growth. And then again, James chapter 1 verses 6, it says, "But let him ask in faith without doubting." And the Message version says, "Ask boldly, believing without a second thought." So when we're praying, we can pray today with confidence, and even, prayers that haven't been answered, we can still pray with confidence. And so there are some prayer directives below, and we'd love if you could join in and comment below.